Yo! Yeah, here's where we are today. I'm here. I'm on time. Like, if I had said 11:11, I would not be on time, but I'm on time today. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that button right there. Make sure I have opened my chat. Where's my chat? Oh, shoot. I lost my chat. I never open up this chat. I never open up that chat. I'm gonna open up this chat. Hey, Matt. I'm gonna open up this chat. There we go. All right. So we've got YouTube. We've got Facebook. We've got Instagram. We are ready. Okay. This is what I've been calling Authentic Creatrix Mode. I don't really plan too much. I just kind of get on. And as an act of devotion, I come on every Monday and I just talk about the shit that's been going on with me spiritually. And it's with the hopes that something resonates with you and that you take something from it and say, you know what? I'm not alone in this crap. Like, this is really what other people are going through as well. I think that there's something to be said about having that feeling of knowing you're not alone. I think that that's important. And I think that in that human experience thing that we're all doing, that knowing that none of us know exactly what we're supposed to be doing at any given time, we are all just kind of winging it as a collective. Yeah, my desk, junky. Okay, I have been sitting here trying to clean up a little bit of it so that I had enough space to put my book, because I take notes throughout the week and then I don't remember everything that I've taken notes on. I'm kind of just doing the journey. I do the journey and then, I take notes on something and I'm like, yo, that would be interesting to mention on a live. So here's the deal. If you are seeing this live, today is July 1st. It's my grandmother's birthday when she was on Earth, right? Her earthly birthday. And it's 2024. And it's about 11:15 a.m., right? I am Eastern, so I'm over on the East Coast of the United States, okay? And I'm breathing. And I am enjoying the fact that I'm breathing. I believe it was Neil deGrasse Tyson said something along the lines of, there are like 8 billion people that are breathing right now, right? But there are so many other beings who want the chance to be breathing, but don't get the chance to be breathing right now. And the idea of that was to remember that when you're breathing in, you're breathing in. And when you're breathing out, you're breathing out. And now is now. And this is the time that you get right now. And what are you doing with your breath? So, that being said, if you're watching this, I appreciate it. I totally appreciate you. I'm grateful. I appreciate the exchange of energy. If you see something that I say and you're like, nah, bitch, that's crazy, I would love for you to put, no, that's crazy. At least back it up, though. Tell me why you think that what I'm saying is just, insane. Don't just put no, okay? We all know who that was for. Anyway. But yeah, come through with some dialogue. Come through with some discussion. I'm here for it. That's what I do. Like other people's lives, I'm sure other people, like, they're on their lives and, it's a lot of like negativity, a lot of that feeling. I am here to put out a totally different vibe from that. Okay, I'm one of them light beings that you hear so much about, and we're here to create light, to share light, to share love, to share inspiration, to help with the progress of the human experience. So that's what I'm here doing. All right. And this is the way that I do it. So on Mondays, I'm here and I kind of just go through and talk about where I am on my personal experience. If you've watched me here, if you've been here in the last 4 weeks, I want to say, I think it was all of June. And now we're in July. This is insane, right? Happy July. Middle of Cancer. We're in the midst of this Cancer energy, right? We're revving up. The sun is in Cancer, so it's just like, and if you know a Cancer, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. The emotion can be a lot. And it's a lot, okay? So just protect yourselves, all right? Protect yourselves. Remember your boundaries, especially if you're an empath. Cancers seem to have a way of just kind of coming in on that empath. I don't want to get too political with it, okay? And by politics, I mean talking about like zodiac in all-encompassing generalities, right? But it is a lot of times the case. Let me turn these lights on. There we go. Look, now, you see how the lights helped? A lot of times it is the case. And this is just the energy of the season that we are in, okay? We talked about this. It's cyclical. It's rhythmic, right? The universal law of rhythm. We go in cycles, and this is a cyclical energy that we are in now. It just happens to be right now. This is the energy, all right? So if you're seeing this and you're a Cancer and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she hates Cancers. I don't hate Cancers, okay? I have just come to the determination. I've made an executive decision based off of my personal, and likely because of the highly sensitive, empathic lifestyle, let's say, that I live, that Cancers tend to be just too much for me. Let me put it like that. Cancers are just too much for me. Okay? For me. Okay? Pour moi. All right? But that doesn't mean that they're not, decent human beings. That doesn't mean that they don't deserve love and affection, and they all do, just like we all do, okay? So if you're a Cancer, look, I totally believe you deserve love and affection, just like everyone else in the world. It's just not for me. All right. We have come to the decisions based off of past experience. Past experience has shown me they're just not for me. All right. And as far as friendships go, friendships are easier because then I get the opportunity to say, hey, I'm going out with you, or hey, I'm not going out with you. Love interest, it's like, no, now we're it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, it's a little bit draining on the empath skills. They just need a lot, okay? And there's somebody out there for them. All of them. Everybody deserves love. Everybody should have love. I'm going to go with that. Anyway, but yeah, so we're in the middle of this energy right now. This Cancer energy. Very emotional. If you think about it, 4th of July in America, right? In the United States. Yeah, in America. 4th of July in the United States, right? It's that, independence, that booms and fireworks and just explosions and just, America, whatever, okay? That pretty much wraps up Cancer energy, okay? It's that. It's a lot. It's ooh, and the ocean, and go, and waves, okay? And that's where we're at right now, right? So I just, I say, hey, if you're an empath, you're a highly sensitive person, such as myself, just buckle up, just get through it. This is what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get through it. Maybe don't leave your house as much. That's why I'm like, I just don't leave my house as much. I get a lot done because I'm not leaving my house, right? I'm staying inside, not hanging out with the people. I'll go and maybe see the fireworks from afar. Maybe. I don't know. Right? But that's that energy that we're in. And I guess it does make sense. So for me, if you go back to December and look at, I did a video on creating your wheel, your calendar, your tarot. There it is. I knew I was going to come up with it. Your tarot wheel for the year. Okay. And in that video, I talked about my wheel for the year. And for me, July is the Ace of Cups. And again, makes total sense, right? Cups energy, very emotional, right? It's just that, like, let me get out there and be emotional. Let me just do as much as I can do, let me just be extra. Let me be the most, right? So, that's where I am personally. And I titled this one, you know what? I didn't even change it. Hold on. Let me go ahead and change it up here. Y'all just don't even say anything. Y'all just like, let her just go ahead and have it. This one was shame versus success. And then I'll also do some mini readings. All right. What are we calling that? Mini readings. Yeah. That sounds good. We like that. All right. That way, if somebody shows up, they'll know what we're talking about today. All right. There we go. Shame versus success. And the reason why this is the subject for me for today is because it was supposed to be the subject for me last Wednesday. I did not do a live last Wednesday. I didn't do a live last Friday. I'm in this mode where I kind of get to do what I want when I want. I love it. I'm not going to lie. I love it. Okay. And I've been working on removing should from my vocabulary as far as what we're talking about, that shaming, should kind of denotes this shame that comes through when you don't. All right. You should be blah, blah, blah. So that way, when you don't blah, 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 there's a shame attached to it. Right. And I've been on this deep dive. I'm at the end of the deep dive, honestly, because I've gotten to, I feel like, a good understanding for me as far as what it all encompasses. And I found some good resources for myself if I want to like just keep incorporating it in. I might do a little bit more as far as energetic work with human design, like the world energy. I might do some diving or finagling in there. But when it comes to like me working with what it has to say about me, I'm almost at the end. And I know this because I'm kind of like, all right, what's next? I do get to okay, well, what's next? What am I going to do now? Right. So yeah, I'm working with this human design, and I'm reading this book by, I want to say, Evelyn Levinson. Talked about her before. Great books. Okay. I'm a mental projector. There's about 2% of us in the world. If you are one, please just let me know, because again, 2%. All right. I'm really at I don't even know the math of it all. All right. But there's 8 billion people. So I'm going to say 2% of that. I don't know. 400,000. I don't know. Because I don't, I have to do the math on that. All right. But, not many, right? 2%. And except that there are 8 billion people in the world. So I guess that there are more. That it's not just me and another person. You see what I'm saying? It's 2%, not just 2 people, But she spoke in her book about what ends up happening to us when we put so much on ourselves because we don't feel like we are enough. Okay, so I spoke about this before, this idea of we're just doing so much. We're just like going because we don't feel like we're enough, right? So now let me open up a barbershop and let me, go ahead and do a car dealership. I also do notary, and it's just a lot of things. Okay, and they're just like kind of all over the place because for whatever reason you feel like, or we feel like, when somebody mentions something that somebody else can do, we feel like we need to also be doing it. All right. Otherwise, we're lacking. Otherwise, we are insufficient in some way. Right. And this lack, this flawed insufficiency, this feeling, it causes a shame. Right. Literally every time I start a live. All right, thank you, go lay down, boy, go lay down. Thank you very much, I got it, thank you. You know what, I've got packages coming anyway. Nobody ever has anything to do with me until I'm on a live. Okay, thank you. Boy, go lay down. Go lay down. Come here. I think it's an attention thing. I don't know. But anyway, yes. So lay down. Right here. Bruh. Okay, there you go. That's good, boy. He's such a good boy. Anyway, I think I got packages because I think there was somebody at the door. Okay. But yeah, we get to this point where we feel like we are lacking, and then we try to do as many things as possible to overcompensate for the lacking. And I know I was going to say, so this is not like toxic shame. So there's like there's a toxic shame that comes when maybe you've been abused. So you have like neglect and abuse over like the course of your childhood, or a relationship, and you develop like a toxic shame. That's not what I'm talking about right now. That is something that would require professional help. I'm not talking about that. Okay. What I'm talking about is this should shame, this feeling that comes even as a limiting belief, this, and we've been on it for a minute now, this lack of compassion and love for yourself that leads you to feel like you are missing out, you are missing something, you are just lacking, right? So there are just these, we talked about the Pluto placements, all right? And so many of the Pluto placements will shine a light if you go through and look at them. I did that video on that. Will shine a light on where these limiting beliefs are. And a lot of these are that focused shoulding. I used to tell my grandma, you're shoulding on yourself, like that focused shoulding, right? I should be here. I'm 35. Why am I not doing this now? I'm 27. How come I don't have this yet? I am a mother of 3. I should be here. You know what I mean? It's these shoulds that just kind of come up, and we use them, and they're outward. They're not even like from within us. Okay. And you would know the difference. Oh yeah, it was my Amazon. Okay. So you would know the difference between something that is within you that is saying to you, I want to be here, or I that feeling of, this is my higher self speaking from the inside, and I'm pulling my current self up into this higher self. Okay, that is a different feeling than being alert to what is on the outside factors. You're surfing social media, you're watching TV, you're seeing somebody in the park, and they are experiencing something, and you feel like you should be experiencing the same or similar or more for whatever the reason is. Okay, this is that we're talking that shame. Okay, because it is a shame, is basically what it boils down to. Okay, we are shaming our current position internally. And it may not feel like it because you're just, I'm just striving for better. I'm just, I'm on hustle, I'm on the grind, whatever. But it's a shaming that happens. It is an indicator of a lack of compassion, a lack of self-love. And it puts you in a position where a lot of times we've decided, because of this lack, because of this flaw, this insufficiency that we have, that we want to like hide, or we feel broken, or we're going to cover ourselves up. We're going to hide and in the darkness, let's say, not even like the good darkness, but the darkness. Okay, we're hiding ourselves, right? I'm trying to feel what I want to say when it comes to this, because it's something that we all have. Like we can all find ourselves. I'm going to say we can all find ourselves in like a shame spiral or a shame loop. And I wrote down here that we have a devalued self, right? We won't invest in the quality, right? We're going to compensate with quantity, right? So what happens is we feel we need to be someplace that we are not, right? Now we're going to do whatever we can to get to that place. It doesn't even mean quality at that point. Okay, this is where I'm going with the quality versus quantity. Okay, we start devaluing ourselves and feeling that, well, I can replace it with this. I can have this and this and this, this and this. A lot of times it happens with food, right? Or with just items, right? Or like, okay, I have this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So I feel more valued. And they're not necessarily quality things. They're just like a bunch of things, right? Now, speaking as someone who has a bunch of things, like I'm a maximalist. You can see from back there, okay? Like, there's a bunch of things, okay? This is something that, like I said, we're all experiencing. I personally am working through it, right? And I think that what has helped me is the idea of quality versus quantity, right? But that's like a story for another day, right? Like I feel like when I'm working on something, like right now I'm focused on my shop, and I don't have a lot of things in my shop, but the things that I have in my shop are quality items, right? Things that when I made them, I felt accomplished. I signed them, my art, things that when I've curated, from outside sources, and I'm like, okay, I've tested it, I liked it, I found it to be, awesome. Oh, that's that's my gong. Hey, yes, that's my gong. Thank you for asking. it's it's a gong. I did end up with some new sound items, and I love that I get to just experiment and experience new sound items. I am about to figure recording what the sound items are. So yeah, that's it, stream. That's what I got. That's my gong. I also, and I was going to today, I was going to share all of the things that, my new things. I got a new bowl, and I got like a bowl for me, as well as bowls to put into the shop. These are Tibetan bowls. They're full moon bowls. So, I got those, and I was going to share that. I got my gong. I got new rainmakers, kind of like this, music, like water feeling, So I got that, I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. All right. So, but yeah, that's my gong. I'm going to play my gong. I can't play. I'm not gonna. I'll play the gong before I do the mini readings. How about that? It'll be like mini readings will commence. That kind of thing. All right. So what ends up happening? Yeah, when we're talking quality versus quantity, there's this mentality of overworking ourselves, right? So someone will see what we're doing, and like, I don't know that to me it feels like success, which I think is where I was going with this. I don't know that it feels like success when I have way too many things that I'm just trying to do, and I'm just like trying and trying. It's just so much. Like, I'm just gonna just put it all out there because I have so many things I'm doing. Oh, and I do this, and I do that, and I do this, and I do that. So for me personally, what I've been working on is cutting out all that shit, right? Cutting out the things that are not serving me, and cutting out the things that don't feel like success to me, right? So, for example, I stopped the one-on-one coaching, right? Because I would have to do like 50 people in online coaching, in one-on-one coaching through a week. And if you take 50 and multiply that by, an hour each, then you see I'm working 50 hours, and now I'm exhausted. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't feeling in alignment for me. Okay. So it's just taking those things out. So maybe I'll have like just my one client, right, that I'll do some, coaching with. And then, I can then intermingle more of my body work clients in there. And but to make that happen, then yeah, I was able to focus my creativities on creating like my books, right? Like oh, for example, while I have you, look what came in. So these are the proofs. See? And they're soft. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm a tactile person, but I like the matte. I feel like when you make your books, if you do your books on Amazon, choose matte, all right? These have a band, okay? I can't sell these, all right? They can't be sold. And they also had a couple of mistakes in them, which I was like, okay, well, sometimes mistakes happen, This had one typo. So I kind of like that now I have the one typo copies. These were like the journey of the journal, you know what I mean? But I have a paperback. I have the hardcover, also soft. I don't know what they do, but there they are. All right. And then this week, I completed the Divination for Non-Witches journal, which super excited about, because that one more aligned with the course. Like the Finding You journal, that one was cool because I have a Finding You course, but none of the prompts in this journal are the same as the prompts in the course. So it's a little bit different, you know. You can use the course with the journal. And I feel like I should make that known, but I don't know how. Okay, so I'm working on that. Okay, I'm still working it out. But I like that it exists now. I like the way it feels. I like the size of it. The Divination for Non-Witches journal is bigger, way more space, because when we are working through adding divination into our spiritual journeys, there's a lot more like drawing and writing out, a lot more introspection and reflection, and figuring out the symbology of it all, right? So I made it a bigger journal. Okay, more space to write, and I'm excited about that one. I'll be able to show you that one next week. And then also with that one, it'll be on Amazon. And in the book, in the journal, I put a whole discount code. Was that coupon code? What are they called? Coupon code. I think that's what they're called for discount on the Divination for Non-Witches course, which is a 6-week course. It's a big course, and you can kind of do it on your own. It's it's an interactive course. I don't know how to explain it, but in order to get through the course, you actually have to do stuff. You can't just kind of sit there and listen. So I like that. It's in the Creatrix Academy. It's still there, and now there will be a journal to go along with it. But yeah, so I am focusing. This is all to say, I am focusing on like the quality of it all. How can I make this better? How can I make this better? On this one thing versus I'm gonna put this and this and this and this and this and this and this out. And I think that's going to help me as far as like success for me. So that's where I'm going with this. Let's try. This is me. Okay. Let's try quality over quantity, and that's where I've been focusing on. Bringing things that I know are truly authentic to me to the forefront. Things that, look, there's 8 billion people on this earth, and you're only going to get this one from Dr. Asia, right? So that's where I'm at. And I feel like for me, that's going to be success. Now, with that being said, oh, you know what? I did say I was going to do it. Hold on. Let me grab it. There's my gong. I didn't even touch it that time. Hold on. There we are. It's hard to play it from the back like this. I don't know what that's going to sound like to you. I have no idea. I'm going to play this back and be like, ooh, don't do that again, Asia. Okay. But that was the sounding for the mini readings. And it's Monday. It, like I said, is my grandmother's earthly birthday. She transitioned St. Patrick's Day 2021. Okay. And she, I felt, was like the last of the she wasn't, because I did have my aunt, but she was like the last of those who I feel like gave true love to me as a woman, as a person, and I did get to, which I do for all of my ancestors, like on their birthday, I ask for them to like send me a message. So I did get a message from her, and it did align with forgiveness, with that shame spiral for today. And so I felt like the whole messages were all in alignment. It was a message of I did the best that I could with what I had to work with. And I feel like you are doing the best that you can with what you have to work with. And I would like for you to show yourself more love, more compassion for yourself and the work that you're doing. And that made sense to me. So I'm here for it. Okay. But that being said, no, not but. And that being said, I'm using the Ancestors Oracle from Abiola. All right, today for the mini readings, I'm going to, as I do every week, this is for this week, I guess July 1st through the 7th, right? I'm going to pull energy for earth, air, fire, and water. All right. We'll get through what the readings are. Like I mentioned, we are in the middle of this Cancer energy, but we also have some other things going on. I say check out the YouTube astrologers that actually do like good energy work. Abi is one. I don't know how to say his name. Just find him. It's like ABHI or something, like AHBI. I don't know. Just find him. Okay. He's cool. I like how he does his. It's very pragmatic with his work. All right, earth, air, earth, air, fire, water. I don't know why I go in that direction. Okay, earth was Taurus. This is air. Taurus. Who is it? Taurus, Cancer. No, Taurus, Virgo. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, shoe junkie. I see you. Okay, earth, air. Then we're on fire. Okay, air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There we go. Eventually, one day, I'll be able to just do them. You know, my brain will be like super on point again. Y'all won't know what to do with me. Y'all will be like, wow, how did you do this? All right. So that fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. And not just like if this is like your sun sign, but also like you may have in your chart like a lot of that type of, energy. All right. Let me do earth, air, fire. I'm going to have to, because it's not going to just come out for me. Fire. All right. Water. Water is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, water. All right. So starting with earth, you have Mother God, Miracles in Motion. It's in reverse. I am feeling this is a you don't see what you have in front of you type of a feeling. You have what you need. You're just not seeing it. So this is for earth, okay? Take an inventory. Like you're good with the physical, right? Take that inventory, see the things that you have. You have resources just like right there in front of you, like just staring you down, okay? Stuff that you didn't even think that you have, and it's right there. It's staring you in the face and you're not seeing it, okay? That's what that's giving me. Take inventory. Look for the bare necessity. No, look for the things that ask yourself how versus, how can I with what I have? Okay. Ask that. That's the question. How can I make this happen? How can I do this? The what do I have right now? Because what happens is when we ask ourselves, what do we have? And then we just kind of easily go to the answer of nothing. Then we start discounting, like I talked about, that devaluing, okay? The how, you have it. It's there. Trust me. Look for it, okay? Use outside the box thinking. Ask somebody else to look for you, okay? It's there. You have the answer. It's right there. Don't go doing more, all right? Earth, air, you've got the Judge, Poetic Justice in reverse, all right? There is something happening this week that feels like it just has to happen. All right. It's just, you knew it was going to happen. Maybe if it blindsides you, then it's probably because you weren't paying attention. Okay. But it's going to happen. It's happening. This week is just a week. Okay. You just got to get through it. It's that type of an energy. Okay. I'm just going to get through it. I know that it has to happen. I'm just going to get through it. Let me get through it. Okay. On the outside of that, once it's done, then you're good. You're golden. You know, this is that, you know, it's that poetic justice. You're in the end. You just got to get through it. Just get through it. All right. That was earth, air, fire, conscious connections. Also in reverse. Look, I'm not going to lie. Everybody's cards were in reverse this week. I don't know if it's just the energy that we're in right now. From what I understand, there's like a Saturn issue going on right now. Okay. So, conscious connections in reverse. This one, you may be feeling a little bit lonely, a little bit, you know, like fire. Maybe you're feeling like you're by yourself in something, like you're not getting the help and the support that you need. Okay. And you're going to have to voice that. You're going to have to be like, hey, I need this help. And that's hard for fire. I know. Cause y'all are like, hey, I got this, you know, but you're going to have to voice that. You're going to have to say it. And the help will come. Okay, that's what I'm feeling about that one. Earth, air, fire, water. You got the shaman in reverse. Trust the path. I'm feeling that you're just not seeing where the path is going for you. You're kind of discounting it. You are not feeling the faith in where you're supposed to be. You're questioning. There's a lot of questioning going on. We don't need to be questioning. Okay, this is a moment of testing the faith. Okay, testing the knowing without really knowing. All right, it just is. Okay, and moving forward in that. All right, so that's what we have here. Earth was Mother God in reverse. All right, find it. It's there. Okay, whatever you're needing, your resources are there. They're there. They're just there. Just don't discount them. They're there. All right. Air, the poetic justice. All right, just get through this tricky situation that you're in. The twins in reverse for fire. Your help is there. You just have to ask for it. You're going to have to use your voice. I feel like this is like a voice thing. Okay. And water, you got to trust the path. Understand that you are discounting yourself. Why? Because you're not having faith in yourself. This is just that week, man. This is just that week. I'm at 43 minutes in. I got them all done. I don't know that I should have to ring the gong for getting them done, though. I'm not gonna ring the gong for getting them done. What am I reading? Well, I've got where we are, Inside the Body of God. I'm actually on. Look, it's a hard copy book. I know, right? Like, it's very rare, but I have a couple of hard copy books because as I've been doing some work, I have been, I just kind of go in, I order the book, I read the book. All right. This one actually, Karen Curry Parker, she is an expert in that human design pathways. And this book right here is kind of like a manifesto of 13 different things that we are needing to incorporate. I'm working on like the incorporating, and self-love was in there. Okay. Trusting self is in there. All right. But learning to incorporate these things into our lives. And so I like that one. Shaman, healer, sage, because yes, I am. Thank you very much for asking. But I am increasing in my healer, shaman, shamanic journey, and I love it. So I've been working through new processes, working through new discoveries, just like for myself. I love it. I can't talk about it right now because it's not ready, but I am, working through it, and I love it. I love the feeling of knowing that something is boiling and coming up. When it's positive, So there's that. I had a sound bath last night or yesterday morning, not last night. Where was I last night? No, yesterday morning I had a sound bath. It was awesome. I'm doing sound baths next week also, July 7/7/7. Of course, you knew I was going to do a sound bath on 7/7, right? So I'm definitely doing a sound bath this week at Herbs and Earth with Amy. And I have evening sound bath coming up on July 11th. That's next Thursday. You know, as I say these things out loud, I realize they are a lot closer than I think they are, and I do have to hurry up and get them done. Put out the word, right? Evening sound bath. I've been really working on trying to create the experience of diving within, but with sound, with trusting yourself in the process. Okay, so like right now I'm kind of on this path of helping others trust themselves, right? Like the answer is within you. It's not my answer. It's within you. Okay. And your connection with your higher self, which is like the connection with the oneness of all of us. Okay. That's where I've been going with this. All right. It's that connection of finding your answers within you. As you connect with the oneness, the luminous energy field, it's basically where I'm at. Okay. So yeah, next week's sound bath is going to be a little bit more of that, like with couples, date nights, self-love, self-care. It's all of that. It's a whole experience now. I don't think anybody else is doing it here. You're just gonna have to come and see it. I don't know how to explain it. But it's with that goal in mind of creating more love, compassion, self-love, and here in humanity. All right. It's a bigger thing. It's bigger than me and you, Greg. It's bigger than me and you. All right. Until next time, I am Asia, the Soulful Creatrix. Thank you for taking time. If you're here now and you've watched this and you got all the way through, look, I appreciate you. I show you nothing but love and compassion and just that feeling of knowing that we connected somehow. Just leave me a comment, say you got there, okay? Say that you got all the way to 4737. Just be like 4737, I'm here. I'd be like, oh, thank you. I'm sending you just, all of the good energies. You know what I mean? Those of you who can't comment because the block game got real. Okay, anyway. I am probably going to be back, but I don't know when I'll be back this week. We'll see. All right, because I've been working on stuff. All right. So until then, I'm wishing you nothing but love and peace and many continued blessings. And you have a great day. Have a great week. I'll